Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 481 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is a weekly 15-minute recruiting education podcast that has been helping student athletes and their families since 2015. You can go back and listen to all the past The Athletic Scholarship Podcast episodes on your favorite podcast app or on the recruit-me.com website. The recruit-me.com website also provides you with access to the free Recruiting Power Pack, the free Recruit Me monthly newsletter, and access to the inexpensive $39 Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. On the recruit-me.com website is a page for the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, and it is broken down into categories to help you find useful episodes for your journey. I have organized the 270-plus episodes that I have published. The first 202 were done by John Fugler, the Recruit Me and the Athletic Scholarship Podcast founder. The categories are High School Freshman Year, High School Sophomore Year, High School Junior Year, High School Senior Year, Interviews, Interviews with Parents, Interviews with College Athletes, Interviews with Coaches, Steps of Recruiting, College and High School Sports Experiences, Myths about Athletic Scholarships, Questions, Tuition, NCAA, NAIA, Junior College, Eligibility and Eligibility Centers, Athletic Seasons, College School List, Recruiting Research, Recruiting Advice, a general category, and then stats, accolades, accomplishments, official and unofficial visits, academics, and recruiting resources. Please take advantage of these past episodes to help guide you through your recruiting journey. Also, like and subscribe to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast on your favorite podcast source. Today's episode was inspired by a conversation I had with a golfer that I had met through some of my regular golfing friends. After a little competitive trash talk, we settled into our lunch and beverages and watching some college football. The conversation moved to where we were from, our work business, and our past, especially in sports. My new golf friend said he was from a small local town with a small high school, and he said he was an all-state baseball and basketball player at the 2A level in Missouri. We got to talking about players that we had played against and big games that we had played in. He mentioned that he had tried out for an NAIA college for basketball, and the head coach had emailed him showing interest in him. Also, his high school coach had encouraged him to contact the coach back and had helped him by telling him that he could play in college. Well, this, now golfer, didn't send an email back to the college coach. He graduated high school and got a job and is doing very well in his business. He also said that about 5 years after high school, he saw the college's assistant coach at a restaurant and stopped to talk to him, and the assistant coach asked why he didn't email or contact them back, and that they were interested in him. My new friend confessed he wonders what would have happened if he had emailed those college coaches back. And he also confessed that he thought the coaches would continue to pursue him if they were really interested. Him thinking that the college coaches would continue to pursue him is a college misstep by many high school student athletes and their families. This even bleeds into junior college athletes and four-year athletes that want to change schools, especially with the transfer portal today. 3 of Recruit Me's 10 myths about recruiting come to mind with this situation I encountered on the 19th hole after a golf outing. Myth number 1 states, if my child is good enough, the college coach will find him or her. The truth of myth number 1 is a very small percentage of high school student athletes receive scholarships because the coach just happened to find him or her. Only the top-line elite athletes, the top 100 or so nationally, receive enough national media recognition that they are automatically recruited without having to make an effort. The other 99+% have to take the initiative to contact colleges where they have an interest. Most schools' recruiting budgets are limited, and coaches rely on you to contact them first. They don't have the time or the budget to travel around to see student athletes compete. Video, stats, references, and the like become key tools for the coach in the recruiting and evaluating process. It says, parents, you might think that it's too self-promoting to make the initial contact with the coach or to market your child. However, this is the norm. If you don't do it, the other student athletes will get the scholarship because they and their parents will have made the effort and received this attention. Coaches these days expect you to do this. It is an acceptable practice. The middle part of that truth hits. Most schools' recruiting budgets are limited and coaches rely on you to contact them first. The athlete in this story did attend camps at this school and was invited to a tryout. NAIA colleges can have tryouts, but he didn't know or feel comfortable following up with the coaches to stay on their list. Remember, coaches have other prospective recruits. Many of them are basically the same size or skill. So finding a way to stay on the top of their list is sometimes the difference in getting the opportunity to play and getting a scholarship. The next myth is myth number 6. My high school coach or counselor will get me a scholarship. This guy said that his high school coach was supportive and talked to him about getting back to the college, but that was the extent of the high school coach's help. His high school didn't produce very many, if any, college athletes, and I think that this high school coach did what he thought he needed to do. Here is the truth to myth number 6 as stated in the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System Manual. The truth for myth number 6. Few high school coaches or counselors have either the time or the knowledge to take charge of your recruiting. They might have a few contacts at colleges where they can promote their exceptional athletes. But you'll need more than just a few colleges looking at you if you want the best chance of receiving a scholarship. You need to be talking to several dozen coaches. Then myth number 9, which is coaches resent being contacted by prospective student athletes. The truth for myth number 9 is, on the contrary, coaches hope to hear from good athletes who are interested in their program. They have to consistently refill their rosters with new athletes because every year seniors graduate. They keep busy coaching and rarely have time or budget to discover every promising athlete on their own. Some blue-chip athletes come to a coach's attention through scouting services or media exposure, but there aren't enough of them to fill a roster. Plus, there's lots of competition to recruit them, so coaches want to hear from good prospects. When you contact them, you're making their job easier. Again, the truth states that coaches are busy and rarely have time or budget. When you contact them, you are making their job easier. So again, when you reach out, you are differentiating yourself from other prospective student athletes. The Recruit Me 3.0 system is fully set up to alleviate this kind of recruiting situation. The 200-plus page manual, workbook, and worksheets highlight a step-by-step process for any high school student athlete, and again, some college athletes wanting to transfer. The 7 steps to an athletic scholarship walk you through a thorough plan for athletes in any sport and at any playing level, and helps them to find the right fit college. Here are the 7 steps. Step 1, select the right schools to contact. Step 2, write a great introductory email. Step 3, create your one-sheet profile. Step 4, build your own recruiting questionnaire. Step 5, track your communications. Step 6, send one-page or one-paragraph updates. And Step 7, make your school choice wisely. Step 1 really sets you up for finding and contacting the college sports program and college that fits you best. Step 2 is helping you to prepare your handshake, an introduction to the coaches. Step 3 helps you build your resume to send along with your introductory email. Step 4 suggests that you prepare and send your own personalized recruiting questionnaire. Step 5 is emphasizing and setting up ways to record and keep track of your communications back and forth with numerous college coaches. Then Step 6 reminds you to prepare and send follow-ups and updates to college coaches that you are still interested in and that are still interested in you. This is where many potential student athletes falter in their chains of communications with college coaches. You cannot depend on the college coach to always contact you or keep you on their radar. They have many dozens, hundreds, or thousands of recruits contacting them. Please don't be shy or naive about consistently contacting college coaches. Contacting them by email, mail, DMs, or phone calls is something you need to keep on your plate. All of these first 6 steps are leading up to step number 7, that is, make your school choice wisely. I have done many other episodes on student athletes waiting for college coaches to find them. Episodes like 401 and 279 are examples and many mentions in other episodes. The main goal of Recruit Me is to help you find your right fit college. And one of the sub-goals is to help you to realize what you have to do to get there. And reach out to college coaches initially and throughout the recruiting process is essential. The reason many potential student athletes don't initially contact college coaches is because they are waiting for their athletic success to put them on a coach's radar. Not only do potential student athletes need to initially contact coaches, but they need to continually stay in touch with coaches. Don't take any interaction for granted. And as the metaphor states, don't burn any bridges. Respond to any coaches that contact you and send updates and follow-ups to anyone on your list, even if they have not responded for a while. Parker, my older son, that pitched for the Big Ten school Northwestern, first contacted the University of Missouri at the end of his summer before his junior year of high school, and continued to contact them until he committed to Northwestern right before his senior year of high school. As a matter of fact, Mizzou called Parker the day he actually committed to Northwestern, and they hadn't communicated with him for over a year. Having a plan and being consistent may put you above the many potential recruits that are not staying in front of the college coaches. Getting recruited is much like advertising a product or a business. You may see an advertisement and not pay much attention to it until you need or decide you want that product or service. Continue to advertise yourself to colleges on your college school list. Make a plan on what you want to send each school. Send updated videos, stats, accolades that are both academic and athletic, test scores, and schedules. Take the time to personalize each communication and to update your communications to each school. A couple of reasons potential student athletes do not communicate with college coaches is that they do not know that they should, and that they are uncomfortable contacting coaches for fear of saying something wrong or not getting a response or getting rejected. As in sales, a no gets you one step closer to a yes. So learn to stick your neck out and take a chance by reaching out or by following up with college coaches. Appendix B of the Recruit Me 3.0 System Manual is called What to Ask a Coach. Its introductory paragraph says, you're going to be talking with dozens of coaches, each of whom will want to put his or her institution and program in the best light to attract you. There are some good questions on athletics and academics that will help you to talk with them. They will allow you to learn what you need to know about their athletic program and their school. You can use a few of these questions as great follow-ups in your communication with college coaches. Questions about athletics. Describe your coaching style. What are you expecting for the upcoming year? Describe the walk-on process and the scholarship programs. What role will I play on your team? What demands does the sport require physically, and what time is required? Academics. How strong is my degree program? Does this mix well with athletics? What is your view on academics? What percentage of student athletes graduate in 4 years? College life. What is a typical day for a student athlete like? What does the institution's services entail? What is the average class size? How would you describe the residence halls or campus housing, and will I be required to live in the campus housing as a student athlete? Financial aid. What is the length of my scholarship, and what type of scholarship is it? Is there financial aid available for summer school? Describe the different financial aid packages. If I get seriously hurt and I am unable to participate, what will happen to my scholarship? May I be employed by receiving a scholarship? Don't forget to write down other questions that you may have and put them in your communication with college coaches. Thank you for listening to episode 481 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. Don't forget to like or subscribe to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast on your favorite podcast app. And if you get a chance, give a 5-star rating and share with someone else that is in your position. Please join me next week for another 15 minutes that will change your athletic scholarship future.